Now to the latest on the allegations against Sean Diddy Combs. We're getting new video tonight of the raid at his LA home. It was posted to Instagram by the mother of one of his sons. And tonight we're hearing from Diddy's close friend and hip-hop music producer Stevie J.
All right, he's breaking his silence about what happened when federal agents raided the music mogul's Miami home. Lisa Evers has the latest.
The mother of two of his sons, Misa Hilton, posted video from inside the LA home. She calls the raid overtly militarized and deplorable. She says her son Justin had several lasers pointed at his chest, and her son Christian had a gun pointed at his head while handcuffed. Diddy's longtime friend, triple Grammy award-winning music producer Stevie J, says he was in his Miami home when Homeland Security agents raided the estate and also found it upsetting and frightening.
Before I go into the Diddy case, I just want to bring you up to speed with what has been happening in Diddy's world with regards to the civil lawsuits. Cassie Ventura was the person who brought the house crashing down. When in November 2023, she came up with this lawsuit against Diddy, alleging a lot of heinous crimes against him, SA, the R word, and other things. Allegedly, there was a settlement, a huge settlement outside. Allegedly, a huge payout was settled out of court. Both parties agreed on the alleged sum, and then there's nothing happening after that. And after the Cassie case, we had the Lil Rod case, which is a 90-page document, also alleging similar things to what Cassie said, but he added more things to that lawsuit. As of today, there hasn't been any financial settlement, but word on the street is that $30 million is being asked for, similar to the alleged amount that Cassie got paid, although that sum was also undisclosed. So what is this about? Is it about the civil lawsuits that were filed against him? Is this in relation to maybe the Biggie murder or the Tupac murder? We don't know until the feds come out to say this is why we are arresting him. So do you guys think, and I want you to comment down below, do you think they don't have enough to arrest him? Because the feds don't play around. If you know the feds, they don't play around. So why will they go to his house, show that level of power, and then for 6 days, is it that there's nothing on the tapes, there's nothing they've seen that's incriminating? Why the delay? If they have enough to charge him, charge him. Or it could be they're investigating other people, they're talking to other people. The whole thing isn't adding up. People are saying it might have offended the higher ups. Who are these higher ups? So it's kind of like delving into conspiracy theory, which I don't like to do, but I just have questions. And let me hear your comments. Let's see what we can do to have a robust conversation around this topic, which is still going around the atmosphere. Everyone is talking about this Diddy case. And some people are saying, oh, he's just next in line to go to jail. People are citing R. Kelly. These are different cases. The R. Kelly case is different from the Diddy case. There's no Diddy case, in fact, because he hasn't been charged to court. There's no filing. But a lot of people are saying there's likely to be, based on what was found. But what were they looking for? That's my question. What were they looking for? And why did they go to his houses? We don't know. So a lot of speculation going on. Maybe in the next couple of weeks, in the next couple of days, we'll hear more about this case. I'm staying close to it. I don't want to do so many videos on the Diddy case. Another maybe 1 week, I'll see what's out there and I'll come back with a few questions. I don't have the answers. If you guys have answers, that's what the comment section is for. Like this video. So why has Diddy not been arrested? I bet you have that question as well. So his houses in LA and I think it was Miami. Yeah, LA and Miami were raided about, is it 5, maybe 6 days ago? And some cartons of what looked like evidence were taken from the properties. And for me, I had so many questions. Why the excessive force? There were about 30 cars, there were bear carts, there were boats. You had a lot of armed militia with so many guns, probably about 40, 50 people there. Two people got detained. They looked like his sons. So my question is, I have a few questions. So what's this all about? Why did they go to his house? So yes, they would have gotten a search warrant to be able to get into those premises simultaneously at the same time. But on what basis? So the Homeland Security investigation team haven't said a word. The FBI hasn't said a word. The District of New York has not said a word regarding why they went to his houses to raid them. So what is this about? Is this related to the Cassie case? Is this related to the Lil Rod case? Is this related to the other lawsuits, the civil lawsuits that he's had of late? What's going on? And why 6 days? Why is it taking so long for them to come up with a charge? So my understanding is he's free to roam around wherever he wants to go to, probably even internationally. I might be wrong, but he's been spotted in a few places. So what is really, really going on? So a lot of conspiracy theories abound the spot. People are saying he might have offended this person or that person. Who are these people? People are also saying that possibly content in those videos, if there was content in the videos, might be used in this particular investigation, which we don't know what the investigation is about, or content in the videos in other investigations. So there's a lot going on with this Diddy case. But I really want to hear what you have to say. I really want to hear your comments on the matter. Let's get into it.
P. Diddy had his homes raided by the FBI, or Department of Homeland Security, and they made quite a mess out of things. And we've got a little bit of the video of the aftermath courtesy of TMZ. Take a look at this. Quite a scene. This is look at this. This is like the electronics, heart of his home, and reportedly they went to town on all of his hard drives and computers and so on. I mean, every computer, every door, every cabinet open, a mess is made. Those hard drives are going to be important. They're obviously looking for evidence that would support here's inside his safes of sex trafficking, which is the believed suspicion that may have justified the raid. So here we are, guys, a week later, and there's been no arrest of Diddy. How long does it take to search the hard drives? And
Megan,
what do we make of this? Go ahead, Mark.
this is going to take quite some time. Are you kidding me? You expect after a week? They're going to take a lot of time. They've got to go through every single line of every text, every email, make their interpretations, add that and see if it corroborates what their already cooperating witnesses are saying. They don't rush it. The minute they make an arrest, the speedy trial clock starts to tick. So they would rather, knowing he's not going anywhere, he's extremely famous, he's not going to flee, take their time, build their case, and then the minute they make an arrest, they've got to be ready to go to trial. So they hand over a ton of evidence and they go, we're ready, leaving me and Arthur, if hypothetically we were defending him, with a mountain of evidence, unable to go to trial within the constraints given to us by a judge. So they're going to take their time, make sure they're ready to go.
You agree with that, Arthur? You don't think it's weird that they don't have a case just because they haven't arrested him yet?
Yeah, that's basically what Mark said is standard operating procedure. I mean, that's the difference between local prosecutors. It's like, robbers and bank robbers and thieves, and, they kind of grab them and then they figure out the evidence is. With the feds, they figure out what all the evidence is. They keep an eye on where that person is. And, they don't make an arrest until, they have a 97% conviction rate or some crazy number like that, because they don't put the handcuffs on someone until they feel that there's no way they could win. And there's a lot of stuff here to go through. But boy, they were first of all, those pictures that you showed, I know they handle things differently. In New York, that's not typical when they do a search warrant on someone of that. I represented Rudy Giuliani when they executed a search warrant on his apartment. They definitely did not do that in his apartment. Now, P. Diddy and Rudy Giuliani maybe shouldn't even be mentioned in the same sentence. But Rudy was treated and his apartment was treated, very, very appropriately, very nicely. There was a lot of cooperation going on. And there was these guys flew in helicopters. It's what they did to Roger Stone. It's just like, let's show
allegations,
you.
There are allegations against P. Diddy about multiple guns. Now they're taking another look at that infamous shooting in that New York club where J-Lo was with him because she was his girlfriend at the time. And it was said to be done by one of his associates. He was there, but now a witness is saying actually it was P. Diddy. So there's allegations in his case that he's actually a dangerous man with a bunch of guns that he's used before.
I'm surprised Arthur's surprised that they left his place that way. What, Arthur's clients, what they clean up after? I mean,
Yeah, you know what?
none of my clients, high profile or not, that's how they leave houses after.
Okay, well, maybe my cops are nicer than yours. What do you want me to tell you? My
It would be
FBI
incredibly annoying.
security
I have to
guys
say.
are nicer than yours here in the city.
You really
I
don't
can't-
want
They
them to
leave
get
a
a
little
search warrant.
chocolate on the bed for your clients, I'm sure.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
really, like if they get a search warrant, they have absolutely no obligation to do it neatly or leave your home in a nice condition. So you really don't want it to get to that point, but it did with P. Diddy.
If you're new to my channel for the first time, please subscribe to my channel, like my video, share it to as many people as possible, and comment down below. See you in the next one.